Who's had a shit in my kettle? The fucking goalkeeper coach is behind him, just looking at me, fucking swinging off fucking chandeliers, fucking rosé popping bottles like that. And I roomed with Stephen Bywater. Fucking hell, what a cannon. Graham Stacks stands up, dressed as Amy Winehouse, big black wig on, fishnet stockings and kitten heels, stands at him, nuts him, and just goes out of his hair back out of his face. The fans were on the fan forums going mad, saying, why the fuck is our striker scoring goals for a team who've now leapfrogged us in the league? What are you doing on the front of the Sun? But Jim wouldn't do an interview for Sky because his Skybox broke at home and no one came round to fix it. 2.5 seasons from building site to Wembley. And he's just looked at me and went, I'll fucking crush you. I went, what? He said, I'll drop my wallet on you. I went, right, yeah. Right. I was here, what'd you say to that? What'd you say to that?
Liam Dickinson, how are we doing?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Great day outside. Fantastic
It's
day
lovely,
for the
isn't
employed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Eh?
You're not shut off in Garden.
Not with this derby anymore.
To be fair, I have today.
Have you?
I've had a little shorts on it back garden.
You get the sweat.
See
You get
tan
the sweat
lines.
in the,
No, no, not quite. Weren't that
wasn't warm enough. was it?
Mankini.
Yeah, oh, fucking hell, aye. How we doing, pal? You all right?
Not bad, mate. Yeah, not bad. Grafting away. Working man now. Love it.
What
Yeah.
you doing?
Genuinely love it. So I do sign installations, sort of vinyls in windows and stuff, in shop windows and offices, and I did Salford City's dressing rooms. When you walk down the corridor, there's all from the history of Salford City's from the start up to getting promoted to League Two. So it's like a vinyl wallpaper. Do all stuff like that. But yeah, it keeps me busy. I enjoy it. Different
Keep your
scenes.
nose in. You might get a fucking manager's job soon at this.
I know.
Don't
Get your
want me
CV
there.
in.
Don't want me there. I'll just arrange the team bonding sessions.
Mate, I was going to say, the first thing on our research sheet, reputation as a wild boy. Nothing about your football career. Just
Don't believe everything. Actually, yeah. No, it's you get that. People say, "Oh, wild boy. I enjoyed a night out. I worked hard at training. I worked hard at football matches. Didn't always work out. Well, that's life. Simple as."
you just get caught more than...
No,
Majority.
I didn't get caught most of the time. I didn't get caught.
Thing is, it was speak about it all the time, but it was the done thing, wasn't it? 20 years ago, going out. As long as you're working hard, you can go out
As long as
as
you're
you want.
performing, mate. Honestly, the best season I had, my best seasons of footballer, Stockport County got promoted. I was leading goal scorer. I was out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and sometimes on a Sunday. I had a Friday off, I had a game the next day.
You got Friday off, haven't you?
You've got to be professional. But honestly, I didn't drink every night. That's the kind of person I was, a social person. I like to go out. I'd go out sometimes and just drink Red Bull, or I wouldn't just always drink alcohol, but I did like to go out, and it didn't affect my performances throughout the season. I had the best season of my career. I stopped going out and I started playing shit.
What you doing at?
I know how George Best felt.
Thing is, they're saying about not drinking. Other people don't see that. They'll just go, oh, take those out again.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, there wasn't vodka in that Red Bull. It was just Red Bull.
I mean, you can be cute with it. As long as you're not getting plastered on the front page of the paper, then you're all right, aren't you?
What about the back page? I knew this was coming. Go on then. Come on, get it out.
What happened?
Pub crawl poster boy, apparently.
Yeah. So, obviously, down at Brighton, we weren't doing too well in the league. So the fans are going mad because the players are going out after games and stuff. So Russell Slayer was the gaffer at the time, and he put a ban on going out in town in Brighton. If you want to go out near where you live. We lived in a place called Haywards Heath, just outside Brighton. I'm going to go for a few drinks there. Go for a few drinks. Don't be going out in Brighton. So Russell Slay got the chop, and me and a player who was on loan from Forest, Matty Thorney, were like, right. Tuesday night, boom, let's get out, Oceana. So we've gone out.
Student night.
Sure, yeah, obviously, student night. So we've gone out in Oceana, knocking a few shots back. We've come out to go to another bar. Must have been about 1:30 in the morning. Saw these two pretty decent birds holding the fat mate up, basically. She was steaming, passed out, holding her up against the wall. Just thought I'll go over and chat to these, see if they're all right. Knights in shining armour and all that. So we've gone over. Next minute, all you heard is this fat bird's at the deck. so they'd already phoned an ambulance. So the ambulance had come, but they sent a car. But there was no stretcher thing on it, so they couldn't get her up. She was a big girl, so they couldn't get her up. So I thought, yeah, I'll do my bit here, looking decent. So I scooped down, picked her up, mate. Honestly, my knees are shaking, everything. I picked her up, I've got her there, I've got her into the back of this ambulance car. Thought, right, that's that job done now. Come on, we'll go. I think Thorne's got one of the Burrs numbers. Right, come on, we might meet him later on. Got out, got home, steaming. Meant to be up next morning for just a bit of treatment, a bit of a rub. Nothing major. About 27 missed calls on my phone, loads of messages. Trying to read a message, my mate called me. What are you doing on the front of the Sun?
Front page?
Or was it? No, it might be on the back of the Sun. On the back of the Sun, I was like, what?
What, so have you phoned in sick at work? You said
I've just not turned up. I didn't have to go in. It was one of them ones. I was going to go in for a bit of a rub down and stuff.
And there was no manager?
No, there was no manager. So I thought, I swerve that. I can't be asked to hungover today. Don't need to. I'll ice it today. I'll ice my thigh today. So yes, I've looked at this fucking picture of me carrying this fucking unit. Yeah. And then the next to it, there's a picture of me in the same position in the Brighton kit, chesting the ball. And it was titled "Dickinson scores on and off the pitch." And I thought, fuck me, my missus is going to kill me. And the missus at the time. Oh, mate, honestly, it's just what I'm thinking. I think, oh, fucking hell. Got papped. It was what's it called? It was freshers. So there was freshers everywhere. There's people taking photos everywhere. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, my missus went mad at me. So look, I'm trying to help her. You could see the ambulance guys behind. And I was like, honestly, you could see me fucking, it was like moving a wardrobe on your own. Honestly, it was a graft. But so on a Thursday morning, I've gone into into training, and the youth team manager took over as caretaker manager, called me in the office. I was like, oh, fucking hell. He's like, about going out, you're not meant to be going out. I was like, fucking hell, we went for some food. We went for a fucking Nando's. And that's it. We saw some girl fucking passed out, tried to help her. It was about fucking 9:30 at night. He went like that, bang, slammed the photo off the photographer on the table with the time 1:45 a.m. Bang to right. So I was like, it was like, so which way's fine, and you missed the next game. I was like, right, okay, just had to take it on the chin. It was my own fault. We shouldn't have been out. We thought we might get away with it with the gaffer going, new rules and all that, but nope.
I'm still arguing that. It's Tuesday night. There's not a game till Saturday.
Exactly.
He didn't say don't go out. It was Slade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what? Russell's gone.
Although you did fail to come in. That might be, but even then,
yeah, you see the past, innit?
Just trying to help.
I know, just from being a
trying to
decent
help.
citizen, trying to get into a couple of birds because the fat mate were unconscious.
I was just trying to help her. I had no intention. I just wanted to. I was seriously worried about her.
It would have been impressive otherwise, because you're like David Hasselhoff. It's impressive.
My fucking back was gone. I'm telling you, I need physio for the next 3 weeks.
I know I'm missing Saturday, Gaffer, because my fucking back's gone.
it's just something you don't need, innit? Because you're getting shit from the club, and then you've got to explain to
well, like kind of, continued and spiraled on a bit. Obviously, we got the new manager in. Gus Poyet came in. First thing he said to me was, I know about your past.
Oh, so that was it then.
But it's a fresh start. Don't worry about it. It's a fresh start. It wasn't a fresh start.
It was never really is it?
But it's never really a fresh start. It's never really a fresh start. But to be fair to him, every manager's got their own style of play and their own players. I was playing under Slade. Glenn Murray couldn't get a game. He was frustrated. Muzza wanted to leave. I think Huddersfield had come in from he was obviously originally from Carlisle. He had a son up in Carlisle that he hardly ever saw, so he wanted to be back up north. And he was fighting the toss with Slade day in, day out. He didn't want to be there. Let me go. You don't want to fucking play, man. Let me fucking go. Arguing on the training pitch on a daily basis.
In front of all yous?
Yeah, because it's that frustration. He wants, because yourself, you're not playing, you want to go somewhere else, but they won't let you go. And that's the headspace he was in. He was frustrated. He wanted to play football. He wanted to be closer to home. He was probably going through a bit of a bad time. When your head's not in it, off the pitch, you don't perform as well when you're on the pitch, do you? You all know that. So I went from a place where I was, the main striker to Poyet coming in, and then it was Glenn Murray was a striker, and look at the career he's had. What a fantastic career! What a fantastic guy. Terrible airline, but what a top guy. But top lad Muzza, and he's produced at every level. But it just takes that one manager to like someone else, and that's what happened to me. So I couldn't get a game in League One, but then I went to Peterborough on loan in the Championship and played every game. So it's like, you know, it's the preference of the manager at times, not how you're performing.
Fitting in.
Jim Gannon, you know, took me to Peterborough, started debut against Ipswich and scored. Buzzing. Roy Keane was the manager, one of my heroes. So it's like, it's just the manager for me.
Yeah.
Did you have Gannon at Stockport as well?
Gannon. So Gannon gave him a debut. So
is he like straight talking?
he's like Marmite, basically.
Yeah.
I fucking love him while you hate him. And I've got a very good relationship with Jim. Like I say, you give him a debut. Chris Turner actually signed me. I remember this. You should remember this as well.
Me?
Yeah, you should remember this. So Chris Turner signed me on a Thursday. I travelled to Macclesfield away on a Saturday. I was in the stand, weren't involved. Got drilled about 5-0, I think. Parkin scored 3 goals, or 3 or 4 goals.
Was it Boxing Day?
I think, it was Boxing Day, yeah. I think Ash Williams got you a move to Hull.
Oh,
You go to Hull after that. Ash Williams was playing centre half.
Him who played for Swansea?
Yeah. Twisted him up, mate, didn't you? Oh, he's buzzing now. I remember that.
Yeah, tell me when you are.
We had,
all them caps for Wales.
We had Jermaine Easter got sent off in the first half.
Yeah, correct.
It was him and Tess Bramble up front.
Yeah, we done you 6-2.
6 summit, and I think you scored 4. And nicked, and that was it. See ya, I'm off now, Hull. Oh, was it Hull after that? Yeah, you went to Hull after that game.
That January.
Yeah. So literally that happened. Monday morning came in. It was Jim Gannon was in. He was like, you know, Chris. We found out that Chris had left. He'd resigned as manager. I was like, fucking hell, where's this leave me now? I just literally, I was playing for Woodley Sports. Literally 2 weeks earlier, 3 weeks.
How old were you when you signed for Stockport?
19 years old. So I'd been out of the game. I'd played academy level at the likes of Bolton Wanderers, Blackburn Rovers. Was a centre half up until 16. Got released from Blackburn. I just so you get to the age where you introduce the girls and drinking, and your mates are going out all the time. I was in year 11. I was in Yates's in fucking Swinton. It was great. with fucking school pants on, a pair of Rockport and a Ben Sherman shirt. Fucking dapper I was. So, but yeah, you know, then you kind of come out of it, and it was like started to get work, get a job, and working on a building site. I was still playing a bit of semi-pro. I was at Trafford.
Do you still think that football were a career choice?
Nah, it was just more of a hobby.
Something to do.
Yeah, I still loved it. Enjoyed it. I was good at it. Yeah, so I was carried on playing. Got a trial for Stockport County. So I was coming down for a week trial. So I went down for a week. Come back on Monday. Did another week. Come back next Monday.
What are you doing regarding work?
I was working on a fucking building site for one of my pals, just doing labouring.
So you're having to have
I'm having time off.
2 week off
3 week off work at this point. I've had full 3 week off work. I've got a car to pay for.
They're not paying you for trial.
No, I wasn't
just
getting
a
paid
trial,
for this. Just a trial, yeah. So I've got so I've pulled Chris Turner off the train on the I think it was a Thursday. Was it? Yeah, no, the Tuesday. I said, you know, I don't mean to be funny, but you kind of just wondered what's going on. You know, I've got a job, I've got a car to pay for and stuff. He's like, no, we want to sign you. I was like, I wasn't expecting him to say that. We want to sign you. So they offered me a 6-month contract. I think it was fucking £300 a week, something like that. Was it something like £300 a week? Yeah,
we buzzing with that.
So, but yeah, I was going to be a professional footballer. I didn't give a fuck about money.
Yeah.
Were you playing games, like reserve games?
No, I was just training. Just trained 3 weeks training, and that's it. They say we want to sign you a 6-month contract. Stockport County, I think we're about 6 or 7 points adrift at the bottom of League 2 at the time. So obviously, I signed on the Thursday. Macclesfield on Boxing Day. Got dicked. Turner foot's off. I think Jim Gannon came in, so I had a week of training with Jim. And come Saturday, I was on the bench against Cheltenham. Fucking buzzing, mate. I was like, wow, looking around, fucking stadiums, fucking banging. Fucking hell, it's meant this. I'm sat there, and what score was it? It was nil. Was it 0-0? No, it was 1. It was 1-1. It was 1-1. It was, and I've come off the bench, mate, and I fucking scored. Matty Amshaw's whipped a fucking across him from the right. I'm like a salmon, fucking like that. Mate, honestly, you've not seen a seller. Headless chicken doesn't even compare. I've just fucking run off. Everything's wobbling, legs and everything. Honestly, mate, I've got. Do you remember Harpal Singh?
Yeah.
He's the only little fucker that could catch me. He was that quick. I just run past everyone, and he just grabbed hold of my legs. Next minute, I'm on the floor, and you see the video now, and you just see my legs still fucking shaking like a fish out of water. Honestly, mate, best feeling.
Massive release that.
Oh, mate, honestly, it was just the best feeling ever. And I've never experienced something like before. You've got the 6,000 fans behind in the Cheadle end, fucking screaming your name and stuff. Like, I've never experienced that before. Yeah. I scored 7 goals that season to help keep us up. We stayed up on the last day, and that was just one of the best feelings ever, because we had we were playing. Who was we playing? I think we were playing Carlisle, and they'd been promoted already. I think they won the league. We were playing top of the league on the final day of the season to stay up, and we drew 0-0 with them. But I think it was Dagenham or someone that we were waiting for their result. They had about 3 or 4 minutes left to play, and if they'd have scored, we'd gone down, and we just sat there. Not like you had the Cheadle end there, and the cameramen in front of us, and we were facing the Cheadle end, just all huddled around waiting. And you just got someone nodded. We've done it. We're up. We're staying up, and that was it. The fans were on the pitch. It was like we'd just been promoted. Yeah. It was crazy, mate. I had fucking braids at the time. I looked like a fucking Snoop Dogg. Oh, mate, looking back, it was crazy. It was just some crazy, and it was like, wow, this is amazing.
Even though it was just from staying up.
Just from staying up. That was it. It was like the last day. We defied everyone's expectations. We were relegated at Christmas. Everyone thought we were going down. We're 7 or 8 points adrift when I signed for him. And I scored 7 goals that season that helped keep us up, and it was just amazing. And then the second year, I think it's for me the first 6 months, it was I was running off adrenaline. You know, it was all new. I was excited, and then your body starts to take its toll from going to training once or twice a week, going on the piss all the time, and turning up and having a little shitty training session for an hour.
Were you still in that builder's lifestyle? Like,
I was
going out all the time.
No, I was kind of trying to. My idea is to adapt to that. You know, eating proper before a game, pasta, and trying to sort my diet out and stuff. Because I thought, this is I've been fortunate enough here. I came out of football. Not many people get back in. Yeah. I was very fortunate. But yeah, just get into that. And my first full season at county. This obviously the follow-on season. I think I only scored 7 goals that season. I was disappointed because obviously hit the ground running. And
were you doing all right though?
I was doing. I wasn't really getting much of a chance. It was me and Adam Lafondre who weren't really playing. And Gannon said, Rochdale have come in. They want to take you on loan. Go on for the weekend. Have a think about it. And see what you think.
So Rochdale in the same league.
Same league, yeah. So I've gone home and I thought, what a fucking play. So if Rochdale wants to take me, I'll fucking go there. Come back on a Monday. I said, I've had a think, and I want to go on loan. He said, well, I've had a think and I don't want you to. I think he was just playing a fucking mind game, whether he could see whether I wanted to play or I was happy just to sit there on the bench and collect a wage.
Test.
Yeah, and I think it was a test. Still to this day, I think it was a test. And I think I probably gained some respect off him by my answer. So I kind of featured a little bit more again towards the end of that season. And I remember the last game of the season, we played Darlington away. And we could have got promoted that day. 5-0, we beat them. I scored, we won 5-0. I think it was someone like Hereford or someone scored in the last minute to nick the final playoff place. Like we got done from the season before.
Just staying up on
even though what an achievement to go from where we were to where we are now. What an achievement that is. Yeah. We were so disappointed that we missed out. We thought, we've worked this hard all season. We failed, and we hadn't failed. We took the club in the right direction, and obviously, you look at the following season, we got promoted through the playoffs, and there was some fucking. We got promoted the proper way, didn't we? Not like winning it. We fucking, we're through at Wembley. That's why you want to get promoted, isn't it?
See, I'd rather get promoted and then watch Wembley Saturday.
No chance. Nothing like a knee slide at Wembley.
Some season personally,
it was fantastic for me. What was that? 18 goals in the second half of the season. Literally, just couldn't stop scoring, and I was playing as a lone striker as well. I kind of had a bit of everything.
Perfect striker, really.
Yeah. Until I went to Derby. So it just worked, and I think we were such a young team. The most senior pro was Gareth Owen. I don't know if you remember him, Stoke lad, went to Port Vale as well. But Gaz Owen was the captain at the time. I think he was the eldest player in the squad, and he was 26. And it takes some doing that at a young bunch of players, inexperienced to keep their head throughout the season, even when it's not going well.
For you personally, what was Gannon, like with you, to get your best out of you.
Fantastic for me.
Did he know about you going out and stuff? Or?
Yeah, he weren't fucking daft. I mean, this one night, we used to go Monday night Tiger in Manchester. Me and our lads were in there. We had fucking Kieran Dyer was down with Titus Bramble. Fucking me and Michael Raines drinking bottles of rosé out the bottle, like £7 a bottle, like not balling, mate, at all. I'm in League Two, bottom of League Two. So we're popping bottles of rosé out the fucking bottle, jumping on sofas, doing wrestling moves, everything like dickheads. Got steaming. I just got this new car and fucking convertible and everything. I was buzzing. So my mate was going to drive home. We weren't going to drink. He ended up getting swatted as well, didn't he? So we got one of the girls we know. You drive it round to the casino. We'll go 235 because everyone used to go after a night out. Everyone used to go 235 casino. Got outside the casino. I'm in passenger seat. Bouncers are stood there. Just threw up all outside of my car.
What? Window not open?
What?
What window open?
No, window there. Mate, fucking roof was down. You know,
It wasn't an Audi.
Did you not hear me? It was a convertible. It was fucking December. The roof was down. Heaters on full blast. We were all like that, huddling towards the heater, but the roof was down. So I threw up outside the car. I just looked at her and said, take me home. She ended up taking me home, living back at my mum's house at the time. I just said, so what do you want me to do with your car? I'll keep it. Just wanted to go in bed. So my mum got me fucking wallet, give her 60 quid. Woke up the next morning thinking, I didn't spend that much last night. So I phoned through a sickie the next day. Phoned Roger Wild, the physio. Roger, I had some dodgy chicken, mate. Not been off the toilet all night. I feel horrendous. No worries, don't worry about it. Get plenty of water. You need to text the doping place. You remember I had to do that all the time. Text the doping. Right, so no worries. It's giving them the address you're at. Not a problem. Did that. Fucking hell, next minute, get a phone call, a few of the lads. They call. They know we was out. I thought, fucking hell. The goalkeeper at the time, Conrad Logan, had been on Facebook on fucking, remember tilllate.com, where all party pictures are. The fucking goalkeeper coach is behind him, just looking at me, fucking swinging off fucking chandeliers, fucking rosé popping bottles like that. Fucking got called in the office next day. Peter Ward wanted to sack me and keep my registration. They went fucking apeshit. And if I wasn't scoring goals at the time, I'd have been gone. And that's the top and bottom of it. If I wasn't scoring at the time, I would have been gone.
See, we've said it before. As long as you're scoring,
power of goals.
You can
do what you want.
You can get away with anything. As long as you're
The
scoring.
power of goals. So I think that was kind of a bit of at County, it was kind of a bit of a wake-up call for me. I did go out quite a lot, but I never took the piss in. Like, I wouldn't go out on a Friday, probably on a Thursday, but I'd go out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. But I was scoring goals and I was doing well, and it was working for me.
Yeah.
Which
is all that matters, really.
Yeah, and then obviously we had I nearly missed the playoffs. I thought I was going to miss the playoffs. And Gannon loved the little the surprise factor. He didn't want the opposition manager knowing the team until as late as possible. So there was rumours that I was injured. I think we played Peterborough, and sent everyone out for the warm up. He's like, "You stay in here. You just go out as late as possible." So they were looking. So all our teams run out and warming up and stuff, and their managers looking round. And it was Ferguson at the time. Ferguson was the manager. He's looking around and he's noticed I'm not out there. And then 5 minutes later, I've come waddling out. Stockport County fans, yeah, like someone scored.
Like a rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin just rolled out.
Two beers like. So
Nelson Mandela just walked that tunnel, you know.
So I've come out, fucking, and mate, it worked. We beat him and I scored. But it's all like, that's the kind of guy he is, all mind games and stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's, like you say about Jim, a lot of people love him, a lot of people don't like him. I had a great relationship with him. It was a story about fucking Sky. We could have been on Sky a few times throughout the season. Obviously, we're doing well, can't we? We fly in. A couple of opportunities to play on Sky. But Jim wouldn't do an interview for Sky because his Skybox broke at home and no one came around to fix it. So that was it. Like, I know, fuck Sky. I think the first interview we did for Sky was a playoff semi-final. And
you,
that was
Mr.
it. That's it. You fuck me over, I'll fuck you over, kind of thing.
Costing the club 50 grand.
Yeah,
Got 50 grand.
Club were fucking peppered. Honestly, mate.
No, they're not coming.
They just got rid of Ashley Williams. I think Cardiff offered $500,000 for Ashley Williams in January, and the club turned it down. 3 weeks later, there was skint and let him go on loan to Swansea with a view to a permanent. I think he only went for 350 grand. He lost out 150 grand on that. But yeah, that like I say,
it's either Sky Sports or me, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck you. I'll have Virgin.
You can't believe that they let the club have let him get away with that.
Just get the assistant to do it. Just get the assistant to do it.
Yeah.
Then come, we'll get us 50 grand for being on Sky, whatever it is.
It's crazy, mate,
But
honestly.
I'm not doing an interview with you.
Yeah. At the end of that season, are you thinking, I could get a movie?
Say your contract's up, innit?
No, I signed it. So I signed another 2 years in the January.
Right.
So now it's like, I'd signed, I'm on like fucking £900 a month now. I could get a Merc. Do you know what I mean? So it offered me a new deal. Doing well.
Did Phil Sprosson say that was a good deal to sign then?
He was happy. I was happy there. For me, I think in the back of his mind is sign a deal.
If somebody wants you,
just in case, kind of thing. If someone wants you, you know, you're at a League Two team who were struggling financially. They're not going to ask for, you know, over the head for you.
Yeah,
they did.
They'll be thinking
they did.
Well, look, we'll keep offering them new contracts, thinking another club's going to come in.
Yeah,
and the transfer fee is going to have to be high. If he's got 2-3 years,
exactly. Well, I'd signed another 2 year deal, so I had obviously the rest of that season and 2 more. So obviously we had the playoffs, and I had a bit of not a stinker. It was a very physical. Every time we played Wickham, it was a physical game. They were a physical team, and that
have been Roger Johnson and that then.
Yeah, so it was Roger Johnson, and there was Mike Williams. Yeah, Mike Williams. It was, yeah. So he obviously went to fucking Watford and Newcastle.
Yeah,
he's had a fantastic career. That game he was in my back pocket, but other than that, he's had a fantastic career.
How were you with the occasion? Just
loved it.
Coming from
loved the big games. I was all about the fans. Me fans fucking cheer. Fans cheer my name. I'm having a great game.
Yeah,
that was I loved it. I love putting a show on for him, and you know, I'm one of them ones. You know, when we fucking try to get a goal, we get a corner. I'm like, that's the fucking fans. Fucking come on.
More of an old Corgan than a Stone Cold.
Fucking come on. So, but I loved it. Yeah, bit quiet in the first leg. Bit physical game. He was just trying to smash me. You know, every opportunity they were just trying to smash me, and so we took it the second leg, and we were just buzzing. It was like he kind of made it a bit of a show about me, to be honest, and I didn't really like that bit. It was coming in, and it was like Liam Dickinson, and it was what was he called? McLeod, is it Isaac?
Isaac McLeod.
Putting you up against each other.
Yeah. There was a couple, and he was kind of like and he was like, it's a team thing, this as well. Like, you know, I love the limelight and stuff, but I also, like, you know, it kind of got a bit embarrassing. So I did an interview, and it was like, right, it's training now, and then I didn't really want to do any more after that. And we obviously we had the second leg of the semi-final. I knew it was going to be a tough game, like I say, because Williamson and Johnson were tough physical players, strong in the air, quick. So we've got off to a flying start. I've scored after, I think it was about 15 minutes. I won a 50-50 on the halfway line with Williamson, but just fucking ran, didn't look back. Had fucking Johnson breathing down my neck. He's tried to put a last-ditch tackle in. I've just rolled the tackle and knocked it past the keeper. But I'm thinking it's 15 minutes in. It's a long way to go in. And they put us under the pressure, mate. Honestly, a lot of pressure. I think they missed a sitter in the last fucking few minutes. Back post, someone missed a sitter. And it was just literally looking at that clock thinking, come on, blow that whistle, ref. I'd been brought off at this point. The last 10 minutes I came off.
But you're still thinking I could be a hero, yeah?
Yeah,
make us a hero.
Yeah, thinking, fucking hell, come on. And then that whistle went, the fans are on the fucking pitch again. It was like the year before all over again. All the fans are on the pitch, jumping on you.
Are you running on the pitch as well, so you can get in amongst them?
I'm running. He's in the crowd pushing people up.
I'm running after the fans, trying to jump on the fans. Are all to go back off. I was bollocks. I couldn't catch him.
Lift me up.
I remember running after. We'd done it. Run after Gaz Owen, and he just fucking blankly run past me, and I'm like, next, who's next? But yeah, what a feeling, you know, going to Wembley. What more can you want?
It's only 4 years since you were on building site.
Well, 3 years, yeah. 3 years. I had 2.5 seasons from building site to Wembley. That's all it was. And yeah, it was like, fucking hell, I'm going to Wembley. That's the first time I really got butterflies and got a bit of nerves. And you go in there and the fucking changing rooms are huge. Like, I be like that usually at Stockport County is fucking, you know, first one to try and rub a pair of slips, you know, get first up, best dressed. So we're in there and you've got your own little booth and your shirt hung up and your boots and stuff. And it's like, fucking hell. This is what the England players get. It's fucking great, this, isn't it? So we've gone out, we've watched on the pitch, and you just walk out and you're like, wow, fucking hell, it's biggest. And then it was it, right, game mode, straight in, acting the clown at changing room, in charging music, get the fucking boys
Nerves
pumped.
gone.
Get the boys pumped. That was it, out there, look sharp in the warm-up. Had a stinker of a first half. Stinker, mate. My fucking thinking, this is it. Fucking Ryan's on the wall. First half, my man scored off a corner. Rory McArdle. Gannon pulled me at half time. You got 5 minutes or you fucking off. I thought, Jesus Christ. He said to me, this
is not what I dreamed about last night.
He's hammering a sling and all.
That's it. He said to me, you had the fucking game of your life in the semi-final and you've just performed like that. You've got 5 minutes to sort yourself out or you're off. And then, luckily enough, 10 minutes later, Pilkington scored to make it 2-1 to us. We kind of got back in control and I was just getting smashed. I didn't have the best of games. They were just trying to smash me because earlier in the season I'd scored 2 at home and 2 away against Rochdale. So they obviously were wary of me. They just wanted to smash me. And I mean, fucking Stanton was going for the back of me at every opportunity. And then luckily enough, you know, I managed to get that fucking, that goal that everyone dreams of. And it was just surreal, just a surreal moment. Fucking ball over the top from Paul Turnbull to Pilkington. He's knocked it in first time and I've beat the keeper at his near post. Fucking knee slide like that. Like a fucking angel like that. Got that out badge. Never leaving. Left that summer.
This is me. I'm a one-man club.
Yeah. Kissing badge and everything. I've kissed badges at 4 clubs. No, I haven't. Only county. But yeah, it was just that end to a fantastic season for myself and for the team. You know, it was fantastic, and I'm lucky enough to experience something like that. So not a lot of people can say that. So when all these fans say it was shit and this, that, and scored at fucking Wembley, didn't I, mate?
Exactly.
I do wish I would have played in League One with them and see how we could have fared in League One as a team together. Lost a lot of players, obviously. Ash Williams went to Swansea. I went to Derby. You had the likes of Jim McNulty went to Brighton. Within the space of a year from me leaving, you lost James Tunnicliffe to Brighton, Gary Dicker to Brighton, Pilkington to Huddersfield. So they lost a lot of the players, you know, from that Wembley side.
For you personally, was it just you couldn't turn it down?
No. I mean, I had a meeting, so obviously we had the match. Then we stayed over with our girlfriends and like some of the family members stayed over in the hotel.
Good night.
Just fucking up in the bar, pissed.
Rosé?
No rosé, mate. Just fucking Zambocas. No message. Just been promoted from Wembley, mate. Rosé. Not today, pal. I'll tell the jokes round here.
Not filling up on that rosé. Sambuca on tap.
Yeah,
Could you get drunk? Because a few people that we've had on have said after a big game like that, they struggle.
Fucking trust me, you have enough drink, you can get drunk.
It's true. There's always something that gets you there.
Yeah, there's always something that pushes you over the edge.
It's probably that one that makes you sick the next morning.
Yeah. So we've got up the next day. The coaches took the girlfriends and the wives and stuff back, and we've got the team coach. But we've got a stag do to go on. David Poole, one of our teammates, Pooley was getting married, and he was out. His contract was up at the end of the season. He wasn't really playing. He said, "I can't go to Wembley and not play." His stag do was the day after Wembley, so we had flights to Magaluf booked. So we're like, right, well, sweet. After the game, home, Magaluf.
What a way to finish the season.
Yeah.
So
dreams are made of, innit?
Straight to Magaluf on a stag
The week
do.
leading up to Wembley, we got told, win or lose, we've got an open top bus tour around Stockport after Wembley, the day after. That's the day we were meant to be flying. Who the fuck wants to do a bus tour when you get beat? Imagine that. Just imagine the fate. Imagine that we'll be getting pelleted by fucking eggs and stuff, won't we?
Nobody there.
Yeah. It's just a clear. It only takes 5 minutes because there's no traffic.
Just take it straight down Stockport High Street and just
that's
down to
it.
Manchester Airport, Bingham.
So we've right. So fucking hell. So what we're gonna do? have to change our flights. So so we thought, right, we'll have to rebook flights or whatever. So we've got to Wembley, we've won, party in the hotel, back home to the training ground where our cars are left. Got in the car, straight home, packed my suitcase, back to Edgeley Park, open top bus tour. At this time, we're on the fucking phones booking flights. Jason Taylor's booking everyone's flight on a credit card. So Pooley's already gone with all his mates, all the wrong-uns from fucking Gorton in Manchester. So they're all in Magaluf. Open.
Did the club sort you a trip out or not?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, no. No. So we've done this open top bus tour. We've got Town Hall, and a presentation at Town Hall with trophy and stuff. There must have been about 4,000 fans in the street, mate. It was crazy. It was great.
It was good. It had not been the day you were supposed to be going to Magaluf.
Yeah. So we've gone back inside the Town Hall, free bar, which helped. So we're smashing Zambocas again, because we've been promoting. That's what we're doing. Of course, yeah.
It's a promotion to the old Zambocas.
Smacking Zambocas down at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, steaming, tracksuit on, winners' medals on, went back to one of the players' houses, and then got a taxi to the airport because we managed to get flights straight to Magaluf. So there was me, Michael Rose, Luca Haven. There's about 6 of us who'd gone over there.
So you're not been to bed?
No sleep, mate. You can sleep on sun lounger, can't you? So we've gone over there.
I've never been on a sun lounger in Magaluf.
I've still got my winner's medal on my tracksuit. Stockport carry tracksuit, winner's medal. I'm playing everything. I'm playing, give it a large.
Not taking it off for a metal detector.
Oh, yeah.
There you go,
there, mate. If it beeps, it's a winner's medal. Getting Zambocas off it.
Sticky.
Yeah, very sticky. So we've got over to Magaluf.
And you're still in your club tracksuit?
Yeah. No sleep, just straight through, no brew. Got over there. Rose's phone, Michael Rose's phone. Pooley, like, listen, mate, really sorry. We couldn't get a flight. Like, fucking gutted, mate. There's no flights. Pooley's like, oh my God, I'm gutted, lads. Really appreciate you trying. It's not going to be the same without you. So Rose's going, where are you anyway? Oh, we're all rough as fuck outside this bar. So we've gone in, checked in, suitcases in, straight round. Way! He's just turned around and gone, fuck off! I went, 24 Zambocas, please. Everyone's just rotten, like, no. I was like, fucking like a waitress with a tray, like, go on, one for you.
You've took your tracksuit off by now, haven't
No,
you?
I'm still on. I took the jacket off, I think. Rolled the legs up.
The legs up.
Kept the medal on, though. Honestly, mate, it was what a week that was. It was fantastic. I remember when I signed for Derby, first person I met was Darren Moore. I've gone in, signed my contract and stuff, and the gaffer's gone, go in the changing room, get the kit man will get you some training kit, get yourself changed, have a little game this afternoon. I've walked in, Moro just walked out the shower, start bollock naked. I didn't know if to shake his hand or his cock. It was that fucking big. I thought, I was talking at it at one point. It was like a copper's torch, mate, no banter, no word of a lie. Imagine the 22-year-old lad going through a massive club and seeing Moro naked for the first time. Fucking hell. It was crazy.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Moore.
Yeah. Just thought, fucking hell. That's what I thought. It's just,
to be fair, if I'm in him and I'm carrying a truncheon,
mate.
I'm waiting in showers when somebody new
towel
arrives.
round his head,
Like,
just dead proud, just punch.
Waiting for it to open.
Rocking his hips like that. It was just like, oh. I was getting, it's like a noise, it's in a clock, like a fuck, I was like that.
Grandfather clock, transfixed, clapping the knees.
That's what it was like, mate. It was crazy, mate.
You don't want it for a pencil behind your ear, do you?
That wasn't the first. That wasn't the last cock I encountered at Derby, though. First pre-season trip was to Holland, and I roomed with Stephen Bywater. Fucking hell, what a cannon! What a nice guy, top guy, proper sound guy. Just not ass. We'd gone out, we'd been trading, and he'd come in a bit early. I'd stayed out, try to be busy and do a bit extra. And I've come in with these are old school rooms, mate. Like this hotel. When you get like carpet that's at your nana's house, and it's just 2 like fish finger beds,
kettle and a trouser press.
Yeah. So I've got in, I've walked through the door, and Stephen Bywater just stood there, sat on the floor, back against the bed, just knocking one out. No word of a lie, porno on in Dutch, like that. Turns to me, goes, "All right, Dicko." I just carries on. I'm like, I just sidestepped into the bathroom and just
Just waiting it out.
Yeah, I was just waiting. I was waiting for him to walk around, thinking that he's finished now. When a Canadian walk around, he's finished. Just proud as punch. Hey mate, you all right? Carry on.
What was his stance? Did you say he was sat on the?
He had his socks on still. I know that his goalkeeper socks on. Yeah, I think he might have had his gloves on as well. A pair of wrench.
It won't surprise me with him.
I'm just trying to picture him sat there. Was he on the bed or off the bed?
He was sat on the floor with his back against the bed so he could get closer to the TV. With his socks on. I think he had a t-shirt on, actually, but just nothing at the bottom. Just ripping the head off it.
He's just coming from training. Fuck it, have a wank. Sit up floor. Jesus.
I remember when I signed for Derby, with me and my agent went down there, and the way he's thrown me his fucking pad, and and that's what you're going to be on. And I'm like, what, monthly? He went, no, that's a week. I went, whoa. It was like I'd come from nothing.
2 Audis on drive.
I was quite, I've got a fucking Range Rover, mate. I'm in the fucking championship now. Hey? I could park my Audi in my Range Rover. So, no, but to be fair, I got warned by the lads, straight away. Obviously, I had an Audi. I didn't know all the ways, and going to a new club and buying a fucking brand new car, you look big time as fuck. I didn't know anything like that. So it took a couple of lads like, just be careful what you do. Your eyes will be on you now because you're a new player. You've spent a bit of money on you, this, that, and the other.
We've just had a shitter of a season.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you negotiate at Derby? Because obviously that numbers there, like fucking hell.
I was buzzing with what I was getting. I was buzzing with the amount I was getting. And it was like, and you'll get that next year. Fuck, it keeps going up, this. It keeps fucking rising. What am I getting in my third year?
You're going to be on a fucking helicopter.
I was like that with a fucking notepad. It's the fucking third year.
There's no more cars I can buy here.
I'm getting a fleet. So I was still over the moon, mate. It was just, I was excited. I've gone down there and I've gone out, saw Moro's cock, gone out on the training pitch, had a bit of a game. But they'd been in for like 3 or 4 days doing obviously pre-season work. So I was playing catch up. Fuck me. My first full day, I had to do the yo-yo. Yeah, you remember
Fitness
the yo-yo?
test, yeah.
The bleep test, which is fucking harder though. The yo-yo was because you start off at level 9 or something. With a guy who was coming back from injury, who was the fittest human I've ever seen in my life. Some American guy. Didn't have a sweat on and I'm crawling at the end. That was the morning. In the afternoon, I had to do a 1,500 metre run with hurdles. Oh, mate, I was fucked. I was thinking, what have I done here? What? Is it too late to go back to county?
Rip that contract up. It's not enough.
But yeah, so did pre-season. It was tough. It was, the fitness levels in that league are a lot more demanding. And so I can only imagine what it's like in the Premier League. But I worked hard. I knuckled down. I worked hard. Got somewhere to live. Got offered a place off Robbie Savage. When we was in Holland, he was like, have you found anywhere to live yet? I said, I'm just looking, I'm going to rent somewhere and then maybe buy somewhere. He said, my house is on the market. I'll lower it to 2.4 million if you want. Fucking cash me right off today. He said, remember them watches everyone used to wear, them toy watches? You ever remember them? I think it was from Selfridges, it's about 150 quid, 200 quid. I had this toy watch on with all diamantes around it and stuff. So I was like, oh, fucking hell, Dick, let's have a look at that. It's lovely, that. Oh, I've got one like that, but mine's got real diamonds and a Rolex badge. That was it, mate. Just hammered me all the time. But he's just one of them guys. Again with Sav, he gets that what's the word I'm looking for?
Stigma, reputation.
Yeah, reputation. Where he's an arsehole. Mate, honestly, I went on loan. He was the first after I scored my first goal at Huddersfield. He was the first person to text me. Just seeing you scored. Well done. Keep up the hard work. Such a nice guy.
Before then, were there times when you thought you were an arsehole?
Yeah. Well, that coach was fucking slagging me watch off. I fucking paid 150 quid for that. But no, I feel like
after the time when you got to know him,
they all made me feel welcome straight away. There was a couple of us. There was Steve Davis. Me and Dave all signed at the same time, and it was when obviously we're living on our own home for the first time. Paul Jewell pulled me, and he pulled me at him. He's like, you're living on your own for the first time now. You need to be, fucking responsible for yourself now, and look after your body and look after your And he'd obviously he'd split up his way. He got caught fucking walloping some blonde, hadn't he? And Paul Julie was in fucking paper. Not see that sex tape he made.
No, I don't think I want to either. I normally like to see them sex tapes.
You're not sitting in front of screen for that one, are you?
I'm not pulling my fucking football socks up for that one. I think with you. With my Sunday clothes on.
Yeah, he'd been caught walloping some fuck, making a sex tape with some blonde, looks like Barney Rubble, doesn't he? outside feel like that. Just fucking, yeah. So he was in fucking. He'd been bin bagged off his missus.
Is this while he was manager?
While he was manager in Premier League. While Derby were doing shit, he was fucking balls deep.
Yabba dabba do.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously he was under a lot of pressure. He was under a lot of pressure.
Oh God.
So there's been a lot of rumours. I'm going to clear this up now. There's been a lot of rumours going round that I had a party in Derby and I trashed Stephen Pearson's apartment, and that's why I never played for Derby. Absolute bollocks. No matter what I say here, other people probably think I'm lying. I never stepped foot in Stephen Pearson's apartment once, ever. So it's Chinese whispers. So basically, a couple of my mates come down this weekend. I think it was a Saturday night. We trained in the daytime. A couple of my pals come down. We met a couple of girls we'd met on holiday. They come up from Nottingham. So we'd gone out in Derby for a few beers. Must have been about 1 in the morning. Back to mine. And now we just chilled. The girls ended up going back, getting a taxi. Or maybe we had a minibus booked. It wasn't noisy, but a couple of lads had a few cigs outside. And I think they left a couple of cans of Foster's in the street. Now, I lived in this little cul-de-sac. It was like fucking neighbourhood watch.
Brookside.
No, neighbourhood watch. There was about 4 houses and they were just fucking curtain twitchers all the time. And there was my apartment block and there was Piero's apartment block. Never went in his apartment once. Never once. We used to, every now and then, we'd travel in together. Meet you outside, you jump in with me or whatever, vice versa. I never stuck foot in his apartment. So these neighbours had complained. There's a party going on till all hours, throwing empty bottles all over the street. So fucking Barney Rubble's got his back up straight away. Fucking good in for me. He's like, fucking big time. You're going on fucking loan, getting some. He saw his ass a minute. He calmed down a bit. I want you to go out and get some game time. So I was like, fucking sweet. He said, Stockport, can't you want you back? I think he just fucking threw the bait in there and just pulled it straight back in. Stockport, can't you want you to go there? I went, all right, sweet. But I don't want you to go there, so you're not going. Cheers, mate. So I thought that would have been ideal for me. Back with the players I know, I love, the team that, the team that I love. Fantastic. And,
how long into the season is this?
This was probably about 4 or 5 games in. Straight off. He wanted me. He's basically told me he's bought me for the future. He wants me to get experience because I've gone from League 2. He wanted me to get some experience in League 1. So go on loan for a month in League 1. So I went to Huddersfield.
And you're taking that as his word. Like,
I'm taking that as his word. I'm happy. Like,
you want to go out and get the experience.
It's obviously a man you can trust, isn't it? He's just got shagging. It's obviously a trustworthy man, Barney.
I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. I'll go and do the business in League 1. So I went to Huddersfield on the Stan tournament. Fucking what a nutter.
Stan.
What a nice guy. Ronnie Jepson as well was his number 2. Fuck me. Them two, you don't want to mess with them two. Honestly. I think we're playing top of the league at the time and we're coming 0-0 and he went fucking mad at us. That was he was under the fucking cosh like we. But yeah, we're coming 0-0. 0-0 at half time against top of the league. He's gone ballistic. He's booted someone's bag, but he had these pointy shoes on. So his shoes got caught round the strap and the bag's just gone up in the air, hit the ceiling tile. The ceiling's fucking collapsed on one of the players' heads. Next minute, he's turned around and booted. The big black bins you get in change rooms? But his fucking pointy shoes gone through the bin. So he's red, he's drooling, he's fucking screaming at fucking Gary Roberts. Track him back, you fucking lazy bastard. But he's trying to shake this bin off the foot. And all lads like... Oh, mate, honestly. You don't want to laugh in case he both fucking filled you in. But yeah, I loved it.
One of them ceilings we used to put.
It was the what's it called? You get in tiles. The little fucking tiles. Oh, a little suspended ceiling with the tiles. And they've just all fucking.
The dust always comes.
Oh yeah, they've just all fucking. Literally, his tiles crumbled all over his player. think he was a sub as well. He hadn't done nothing wrong. So yeah, but I loved it at Huddersfield. I had a fantastic time there.
Scored some goals as well.
Yeah, he done well.
Scored
didn't you?
7 in 13 there. You know, I thought I went on loan for a month initially. Did well. Thought, right, I might get a chance at Derby now. They said, oh, you can extend it for another month. Right, okay, I'll extend it again. You can extend it for another month. So 3 months down, I'm thinking, what the fuck? I'm scoring goals. I'm doing well. Paul Jewell comes and watched me in one of the games. Against Swindon, I scored, played well. But fucking hell, what more have I got to do here? So for me, it was frustrating because it's probably the most frustrating time I've had as a player because I'd gone from being a big fish in a pond to a fucking goldfish in an ocean. Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm getting passed from pillar to post. It was frustrating for me.
We spoke about this before, and you're on this incredible contract. That still don't matter, does it?
Don't matter. It doesn't matter. People think, like you say, you'll know as yourselves as footballers, you'll get criticised. Well, you should be fucking enjoying it. You should be playing well. You're earning that much. Doesn't make me fucking happy. Nah. Doesn't make me happy. I'm away from my family for the first time. I had a daughter up in Liverpool that I only saw it every other weekend or whatever. I'm working my ass off. I'm getting basically told, oh, you need to experience in this league. I've proved myself in that league. So I've come back. He's then sent me out on loan to Blackpool to get experience in the Championship. Well, if you want me to get experience in the Championship, why don't you play me in your team? Yeah. So I've gone to Blackpool.
Are they doing well? Derby?
Derby are doing bang average. Blackpool are about 6 points below Derby in the league. Bottom half of the league. I couldn't get my head around it. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to play. I've got a chance to play in the Championship here. That's my goal. Yeah. As from leaving Stockport County, I want to play the Championship. So I'll do it for another team. So I think I scored about 5 and 8 for Blackpool.
That must be doing wonders for your personal confidence as well.
Massively.
Because, you know, Derby are pushing you out and then you're proving I can do it at this level.
After that Blackpool stint, after my first month at Blackpool, and I'm thinking, there's no possible way I can not play in Derby's team now. They had the likes of Rob Hulse, Chris Commons. There was injuries. They weren't playing well. They weren't scoring goals. The fans were on the fan forums going mad, saying, "Why the fuck is our striker scoring goals for a team who've now leapfrogged us in the league?" So I thought, this is it. I've got to fucking play. He's got to play me now. You can extend it for another month. So after that phone call, that was, for me, it was personal then. It was, he don't want me at the club. Yeah. So is it him who signed me or is it someone above who wanted me? But for me, that was then, it was personal. I thought, fuck you. I'd rather stay here. I'd rather stay here and play in the Championship for a team who want me to play for him than go back to Derby.
Mad this. We're not even fucking playing a game.
He's probably seen you for 8 weeks. Pre-season and 4
I must have been fucking bad in the
I was going to
say. Jesus Christ.
And to be fair, he is a good...
it's all coming back now. It was awful.
He's a good judge of playing, old Barney Rubble, by the
way. But literally, the day before I was meant to re-sign at Blackpool for extend my contract for another month, Paul Jewell got the chop, didn't he? He got foot off. So Chris Hutchins phoned me straight away. I want you back.
Right.
Fucking brilliant. So I came back.
So you're if I'm you, I'm expecting this was a playing Saturday.
This was a Wednesday or the Tuesday evening when I've got told I can extend my contract. So Wednesday was off. Thursday, I'm thinking, right, I'm going down there to extend it for another month. Wednesday evening, Hutchins phoned me up and said, I want you back down here. So I went to Derby, trained Thursday, trained Friday. I was on the bench against Man United on Saturday. Mate, in the Carling Cup. Beat them 1-0. But I'm warming up. I didn't get on the pitch because we beat them 1-0, so we just went defensive. I'm warming up next to Ronaldo, Rooney, Giggs, Nani, but fucking Barney Rubble won't play me against fucking Crystal Palace or whoever. I can't get a game for Barney, but now I'm on the bench against United. What's all that about? So it's just, but we go back to what I said before. It's managers. Certain managers you gel with, and certain managers you don't, and that's fucking part and parcel of it. And then the next game, Clough came in. Fuck me, that was one of the hardest pre-seasons I've ever done in my life, mate. It was running up hills and golf courses, brown fucking big lakes. It was I think it was probably the hardest pre-season I've ever done, and I was fit as fuck then. I got to a point where I was really fit. I was doing all right in pre-season. They pulled me, and my agent said I think Norwich wanted to buy me at the time, and so did Brighton. I think Brighton offered like 30 grand more, 40 grand more, and the chairman at the time, Pearson, who was at
Hull,
yeah. Pearson at the time, he was like, he just wanted money. I think he was leaving and he wanted money back out the club. So he was trying to get rid of players. So my agent said, we're going to go down to Brighton and speak to Brighton. So Clough pulled me on the Tuesday after training. He said, listen, I know you're going to speak to Brighton. I don't want you to sign anything. He said, you've impressed me pre-season. You've done well. We've got some injuries and you're in my plans. So I thought, you know what? Fucking that's all I needed.
Yeah.
I just needed that reassurance. Yeah. That's all I wanted. So I was buzzing. I was happy with that. So we'd already planned to go down to Brighton, so I didn't want to let him down and look a dick. So we drove down there, me and my agent. On the Wednesday, drove halfway down there, got a phone call off the chairman, off Pearson. Hi, Phil. I know Nigel had a quick chat with Liam yesterday, but if we can get some money for him, let's get it done today. The car, it's on speakerphone in the car. Oh, no. Phil went, well, I'm actually here with Liam now. I went, don't worry, pal, I'll be gone. That was it. Went signed for Brighton that day. Didn't want to be at a club like that.
Yeah,
that was for me. That was it. Didn't even though I was in Nigel's plans, I didn't want to be at a club that was run like that because I knew that it's always above that makes decisions, and I didn't want to be involved.
Eventually, you're going to get shit on.
Yeah. So
from
me,
start to finish, it was a shambles.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah. That was it. That's the top and bottom of it. It was a shambles. I worked hard in training. I never got a chance in the games. I worked hard when I went out on loan, scored goals when I went out on loan. It's football. It's life. It happens. People get the different ideas and different stories. But looking back, with the Derby situation, I just think Paul Jewell was a dick. Like,
yeah, full stop.
Yeah. He was a dick,
a dirty dick, and all.
Yeah. And I remember one session. Yeah, Nathan Ellington got sent in. He sent Nathan Ellington in for shooting too much. You're a fucking striker. Kept turning out. He kept just rolling people and try to whip it from like 20, 22, 23 yards out. Stop fucking shooting from it. If you shoot from outside the box one more fucking time. So this minute, he's just got the ball, rolled someone, meg someone, 20 yards out, whipped it, and it's just gone wide. Blew a whistle, get the fuck in, I've told you to stop shooting outside the box. How are you going to tell a striker to stop shooting?
It's a comedy show, isn't it?
It's like,
it's
what?
It's embarrassing.
So he was just a dick, weren't he? But went to Brighton. I enjoyed it down there, loved it down there. But again, it was a fucking party venue, weren't it? And you can't put me in a party venue and not expect me to go out and take full advantage of it. So I did. But again, I did all right. I scored a few goals, not as many as I wanted to, but Poyet came in and I wasn't the player for him, and that was that. Next chapter, I almost signed for Peterborough. I went there with Gannon, thrived off that, and it's, again, I go back to the manager situation. I couldn't get a game in League One, but I've started every game in the Championship. I'm playing against Newcastle and fucking Ipswich, and I'm scoring against Newcastle and Ipswich. Scored a worldie, by the way. Hey, let me tell you. You can Google this one. Hey, on YouTube, and on the podcast. About 30-yarder against Watford. And it was like, that was I think it was in like February, and that was Peterborough's first away win of the season. And it was just crazy, like, looking back, and like that change from back into the Championship. I was buzzing again. I'm in the Championship again now, and I'm proving myself. I can score. I know I can score in the Championship. I've done it at Blackpool. I doubted myself by getting fucked off by Derby, but I'm back in the Championship, and I know I can do it, and I'm scoring goals again. And I was happy, and I almost signed for him. I had, what's he called? What's the chairman called? Barry Fry. What a rum turkey he is. He's just straight to the point, innit? Fucking hell, Dicko. Gonna fucking sign for us or what, mate? Brighton don't fucking want you. I was like, all right, mate, cheers. I know Derby didn't either. So I was totally game for signing for Peterborough. Fucking miles away, that place, and it's nothing about. I had to drive to Cambridge for a Nando's. There's nothing around there. But I was happy again. I was playing football. We were getting relegated back to League One.
You're going out still in Peterborough?
For a little bit, but there's not much to do. I need a Norwich or a Peterborough in my life, or an Ipswich. No, there's nothing going on. There's like one local pub, like Emmerdale or something like that. That's what I need, the Woolpack. But I was playing. I was playing games. I was enjoying myself. I was scoring goals. Playing against, like, fucking, I say Newcastle, Joey Barton. Got cashed off Joey Barton. Fucking, what was it? Scored against them. We were 2-2 it was. And I think
St.
Nolan...
James's?
No, it was at Peterborough. It was at the Posh, this. And Nolan had just smashed someone and was down injured him. Joey Barton's over him. Fucking, get out, you soft bastard. Stamping on his hands. So I just got him and fucking ragged him. And he just looked at me and went, I'll fucking crush you. I went, what? He said, I'll drop my wallet on you. I went, right, yeah. Right. I was here, what'd you say to that? What'd you say to that? He said to me, I pay me window cleaner more than you get. Fuck, that's it. What can you say to that? I just carried on. Yeah, he's right.
No, put the card away.
Don't book him. I'll set his booking for him. Come over after the game, shaking my hand and stuff.
I'll check it, you can pay me fine.
but just going for that experience in the championship again, like back to that, and it was like, yeah, I know I can do it. I proved myself. I doubted myself, but I've proved everyone wrong that I can play, I can score goals in the championship, I can play at this level. And they wanted to sign me, they wanted to give me a 3 year. And then Jim Gannon turned the job down. Fucking cheers, Jim.
What do you mean? What was he only caretaker?
He got the job to the end of the season. Jim left, Gary Johnson came in. I didn't see him play first. Like, no, mate. Barry Fry's been fucking begging me, telling me Brighton don't fucking want me. He's got an up-front table. I felt rejected and loved at the same time. So Gary Johnson's come in and I was like, right, okay. So I come back from injury, played against Newcastle, scored. Played last game of the season, Plymouth away. 2 goals disallowed, 2 assists. Thought, fucking must have done enough here now. I was meant to go in for a training session, but I had to move out my house and stuff. So I moved all stuff out to Brighton, and I had to come back up to get my kits. I wanted my shirts and stuff, so I came back and Gary Johnson said, I'll meet you and give you the kits. So I met him at a hotel where I had stayed originally. He's like, I just got straight to the point. The deal's too big for us, so we're not going to take it. I was like, fuck off, mate. I know fucking 4 players were on fucking more money than that. So, but it was just one of them ones. Again, the manager wants his own players, and my face didn't fit in his plans.
You just know that's bullshit. If Barry Fry said
Barry Fry miming me for 6 weeks non-stop, practically every day.
And he knows the numbers.
Yeah.
Barry Fry knows the numbers when he's saying
the numbers out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry the number man.
Yeah. We had a message on Twitter to ask about a wardrobe at Brighton.
That was the fucking bird I was carrying. That was her.
That's the wardrobe.
That's her nickname, the wardrobe. Yeah.
Worked well, that.
Almost if you're planning. No, you're planning, anyway.
Quick toilet break.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when Peterborough didn't go through, back up north.
Well,
Barnsley.
back to training at Brighton. Fucking, I signed 3 years at Brighton. So I had 2 years left. So I went in pre-season, first day of pre-season, got our weight done and fat measurements and stuff. And then we did a 400-meter run. Gus had measured out a big 400-meter track. Yeah, so just at a half decent pace, just do a lap of it. You got your time and you got put into groups. Second day, you had to do 2. You had to do a lap. Another group would do a lap. Then your group would do a lap again. You did 2 of them. I left after that. I got a phone call from my agent. Barnsley want to take you up there. It was a no-brainer for me. Back in the championship again. Fucking buzzing because the next day they did 3 of them. They went all the way up to 10. They all went up the 10th day. They had to do 10 400-meter runs and then work their way back down again. I'm like, fucking glad I didn't stay there.
And you were coming to Barnsley.
Yeah, but off to Marty Barnsley, where the fucking nicest meal is a Greg's. Fucking hell. Hey, come on.
Hey, it's good if I'd had one more. We'd be rolling round. What's this ground called?
the University of Bolton Stadium.
What it used to be called?
The Reebok.
The Reebok.
We'd be rolling around fucking Reebok. We'd be rolling around fucking Reebok with another car.
No, again.
With another scene with a wardrobe.
Yeah. Round 2. We call him a wardrobe. He's all right.
Do we like that one, do we?
More like a sofa.
Grand piano.
Self-praise is no praise at all, Chris.
I've tickled myself there.
No, again, just didn't work out. I had a bad that was probably my worst season in football. I just couldn't score, weren't playing well, my head weren't in it.
We're Barnsley League
Championship.
Champ.
Barnsley Championship. And yeah, so then I think I played couple of resi games. Played a couple of resi games. I've done my ankle. We played Chef Wednesday in a resi game. And I absolutely bossed it. I done my ankle in the first half. In the first 20 minutes, I rolled my ankle bad. Done my ligaments in my ankle, but I played until half time. And he tried to rush me back quite a few times. How is it? You reckon you can play? No, it's not right. And it's gone out. I think I went out that night, actually. That's probably why it weren't fucking right. I was out with fucking Kieran Trippier and some of the boys, because Trips was on loan at Barnsley at the time. What a fucking cannon he was. Top guy. You could smoke sweat your day. Honestly, mate.
Kieran Trippier?
Oh, yeah. It's like a chimney.
Really?
Yeah, but obviously he was a young lad going out. He was enjoying himself. He was playing well in the Championship, playing every game, going out partying, drinking, living the life that I lived when I was at Stockport, but at a higher level. Obviously, until he got his move to Burnley, and then he probably just knocked it on the head. And it's a different kettle of fish. You're in the Premier League.
Yeah, you
can't get away with it. You go down to the Championship, you can do what you fucking want, can't you?
You go down to 10 a day, don't you? If you get you knock 10.
Mental.
Go from reds to lights.
I got Marlboro Lights. You got the old athlete's bags.
Yeah.
So I'd done my ligaments and my ankle was fucked. I had a bad year. I think there's a lot of players out there who've had careers, who've had a bad season. I had a bad season. Even when I was at Derby, I didn't have a bad season. I played and scored goals. That was the first time I had a bad season. I didn't score a goal that season. So it was in my head, it was like, right, what's the next opportunity now? I sat down with my agent, and I had a bit of a trial at Rotherham. So I've gone up there, and they're like, right, what a week trial. But my ankle weren't fucking great at the time. From missed ligament. So my ankle wasn't 100%. So I'm thinking, I don't want to fucking try and get through a week of fucking thing here and something goes wrong. So my agent's like, he wanted me to train and then go to Portugal for a week with him. So my agent was like, no, he's not insured. So if something happens, it's fucked. So he's not going. If you want him, he said, right, well, let him train today on the Monday. On Tuesday, play 45 minutes against Chef Wednesday. If everything's okay, fitness-wise and stuff, and injury-free, got a deal for him. Fine. So I trained on the Monday, smashed it in training, got in the changing rooms after, looking at my phone, I got a fucking message on my phone. Fucking Jason Taylor sat next to me reading this message. It was off a pal of mine, Paul Marshall. Hey, I didn't know you was at Rotherham. I shagged one of the youth team players' mums in Benidorm in the summer. I was like, what? But J-Bo was like, fuck off. Who's this? Not tactile at all. Asking everyone. This one lad walks in the fucking change room. Can't remember his name. Well, I can, but I'm not going to say it. And he said, your mum been away this summer? Yeah. Where's she been? Benidorm. He's fucking... Apparently, his old man was fucking youth team, or the ex-fucking assistant manager at one point or something. So everyone's like... J-Bo was like, how long have your mum and dad been split up? They're not. Oh, mate! Next minute, it's we need to get Adam Lafondra out before we can sign Dicko. Just fuck me off like that. So I think it was to do with that,
right? All right. So from it dispersed then amongst everybody. Everybody knows.
He's on the phone to his fucking mum and dad, and he's like, "Who's this? Who's this lad?" I was like, "Oh, I ain't got his number. It was on BlackBerry pin." So obviously he's gone home. He spoke to whoever he spoke to, and apparently his dad. I think his dad was assistant manager at one point, so he's well in with the club. Who's this Dickinson making fucking rumours up this, that, and the other? So I think personally that's why I didn't get a deal at Rotherham, because everything else went fucking perfectly fine.
If you not got that message,
I'd have been at Rotherham.
You'd have been
kissing
a Miller.
the badge.
I'd have been a Miller kissing the badge. Slight knee sliding. Yeah, so on to the next one. Plymouth Argyle.
Like, what goes on here? Because how long do you sign for Plymouth? 8 days?
Yeah, I think it was a record 8 days. No, I never actually signed for him. I'd gone down there, and it was me. It was at the time. It was Peter Reid. Peter Reid was the gaffer at the time. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Got stuck in. Started training. Had a few problems with my ankle. I had to drop out of a couple of sessions. I had pains in my ankles. In my ankle that I'd done my ligaments in. So we were down there this Friday. We trained. I dropped out of the session and said, "Right, we need to get you in for a scan, make sure everything's okay." Results have come back. Got a bone spur in your ankle. Shows wear and tear. I can't sign you. He said, I'm gutted. He genuinely was gutted. He said, I've wanted to sign you for 3 years. I'm gutted. I can't sign you. I've got no budget. I'm using my budget on you. If you get injured, I can't bring you in. And that's it. He said, you might not get injured. You might last the full season, but you might last 4 games.
Can't take the risk.
I can't take the risk. Like, I'm so sorry. And I said, you know what? I understand. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
But what are you thinking here now, club-wise?
Fuck knows.
I'm fucked.
I'm thinking, what the fuck? Where do I go? Where's next? And then 2 days later, my agent said, Paul Sturrock at Southend has been on inquiring about you. What should I go down and have a chat with him? So obviously, went down there, asked me why it didn't work out at Plymouth. I said, I just couldn't agree terms. He went, I'll ask you one more time. He said, I was the manager there. I was the last manager there. I know the medical staff. I know everyone there. And I know exactly why I didn't sign there. I went, wear and tear my ankle. He said, listen, I've signed players who've done double cruciates. I'm not scared of signing someone. I want to know, what do you want? I said, I want to play football. He said, you're in League 2 now. It's not a championship. I said, I don't care. I want to play football. And he said, that's all I want from you. And he signed me that day. I was like, right, I'm at Southend, play for Southend now. And it kick-started my career. I was happy, I was playing football, smashed it. And that was it. I was back happy again. It was just back to that. If you're happy off the pitch, you're happy on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? It worked, and vice versa. Yeah. It works together. And I was flying, literally. It kick-started my career again. And we were top of the league. I think I was joint leading goal scorer in the league. Fucking creepy crawly again, live on Sky, broke my ankle. That was it.
Fucking ankle.
That was it. Went in for a tackle. The left back took a bit of a big touch. I went to close him down. I knew I wasn't going to get there. So as I've landed on my left, I'd rolled my ankle a bit, and he slid and cleared the ball. But because it was wet, his momentum took him through. And as my ankle was bent, he's straight through, broke my ankle. Fucking stretchered off. I just knew straight away. Like, I knew that something's not right here. That person don't have that fucking pain. So stretchered off on a physio bed, cut my sock off, this, that, and the other. The club doctor, we had some African guy, the club doctor, like, hey, Dico, man. Hey, Dico, it's not broken. You sprained your ankle. I was like, Doc, I'm telling you, it's not a sprain. It's not a sprain. Hey, Dico, man, you're silly, man. I was like, Doc, mate, I didn't like it. He's trying to fucking get off my ankle. I was fucking, hey, Dico, man, calm down, Dico, man. So he said, okay, we'll take you for we'll send you for a scan the next day. We'll send you for an X-ray. But I'm telling you, I don't think I think it's your ligaments again. X-ray next day, big crack through me fucking bone. Cheers, Doc.
I was wrong, Dico, man.
Dico, man, sorry, man. My bad. So that was it. Then that was career over. And I genuinely think that if that wouldn't have happened, we would have got promoted. We were flying. We had that momentum. I was playing well. The players around me were playing well. I think they got to the playoff semis. We were top of the league when I got injured. Dropped a few points because we had the likes of we had the Gaffers, son Blair Sturrock playing at the time, who I think he'd scored 2 goals in 2 years. Like he brought a lot to the team, but he just wasn't a goal scorer. He going through a phase where he weren't scoring goals. And you had Big Barry Core, who'd been injured for a year, and he was just coming back. He was just trying to get back fit. So it was just bad timing. I genuinely believe if I'd have stayed fit and I wouldn't have got injured, we would have got promoted that season. They got beat off Crewe in the playoff semis. And then that was it. It gets to a point where you're going from team to team to team. When you're in the leagues, it's different. You're still playing at a high level. You've still got thousands of fans there. When you're going from Stockport to Staylbridge, I still enjoyed it for a certain amount of time. I went back to Stockport under Alan Lord. It didn't really work out. And one of my old teammates from Stockport, Keith Briggs, Briggsy phoned me and said, listen, can't give you loads of money, but I can guarantee you game time. I'm in a fucking relegation battle and I need you. That was it. Straight down to Staylbridge. Loved it. Fucking playing every game, smashing fucking centre halves again. So I like
full circle.
Loved it. Stayed up, full circle. Loved it. And I'm thinking, like, you know what? 28 now, whatever it was, 29. Might have been nearly fucking 30 or whatever. And this is it. All right, I'm happy. I've had a good career. I'm in the Conference North now, playing for Staylbridge on a few £100 a week. That'll do me. I'm playing, I'm enjoying myself with a great bunch of lads having a crack. Fucking got bought by Geisley. One more fucking throw at dice. I tell you what, it's still life for the old dog. I thought. Briggsy phoned me and said, Geisley have come in for you. I went, fuck off. He said, yeah. I said, listen, Dick, stop talking right. What do you want? What do you really want? He said, no, they've come in for you, and I think you should go. Like they've offered a little bit of money for you, like fucking 20 grand, 30 grand, or whatever. The club need it. I said, right, and took guys who were fucking top at league in Conference North. Fuck it, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl and nevermore. So we went down there. Had a stinker. Had a fucking torrid. The first goal was an own goal, scored an own goal. And then, did I score that season? No, I didn't score. Yeah, it was just the manager thing. I felt like he brought me in. I hadn't played well in the first 6 months of being there, and then he kind of wrote me off. And I went into the next season. It was like I was on the bench for the start, and then I went on a run. I was leading goal scorer. I think I was on 7 at one. I scored 7 goals, and I felt like I had one bad game, and it was like, right, he's off. And I felt like he was waiting for that. And I pulled him. I said, I felt like you've not got me back. You were waiting for me to have a bad game, so you could get one of the other players in there. No, it's not that. I just had a relationship where he was like, I felt it was a bit, wasn't approachable. It was a bit of a, not sneaky, but he wasn't. He'd say something in the change room, read a team sheet, and he'd fuck off, so you couldn't confront him. You know, a bit of a mad ass kind of thing. But again, that's football. And then fucking, I did the rounds at Bradford Park Avenue. I went on loan to Bradford Park Avenue from Guiseley, and I enjoyed it there. Scored goals, did all right, and they wanted me the next season. I signed for them next season, permanent. I was like, fucking all right, I like it here, yeah. Scored first 3 games. I scored 3 goals, buzzing. Had got an injury, bit of a run where we weren't winning. Then fucking Bauer, who was Guiseley manager, got the Bradford Park Avenue job. He was like, I've played with you. Some of you worked with me before, because about 4 of us from Guiseley went to BPA. I've worked with some of you before, but it's a clean slate. I was leading goal scorer by the way at this time, and I played every game. Next game on bench, went right. It's a clean slate. Yeah. And then I went back full circle back to Staylbridge, and kind of ended up there, and had a few little stints like FC United and stuff. But it just gets to the point where it's like you're kind of chasing it, and it just takes that love away. It took. I stopped. I felt like love of the game for a bit.
Yeah.
Genuinely felt like love going from one team to another. And in lower leagues, 6 months here, a year here, 6 months here, and it's like it's a
slap, doesn't it?
Training's a chore.
I bet you don't really feel part of a team. Then do you?
I felt part of the team at FC United when I was in fucking Salzburg, pissed as a fart. Let me tell you.
What were you doing in Salzburg?
Oh, they tell you what they have. So it's all fucking. It's a fan run club, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then we played. Obviously, Salzburg have got the Red Bull. Is it Red Bull Salzburg?
Yeah.
They've got so they're a thingy team, like a runaway team. That their fans didn't want Red Bull to take over, so they've done an FC United away from Man United, but their own team.
Right.
Facilities were great. It's all run by fans like FC United. The pitch was on top of this hill. There's a big, beautiful glacier mountain behind it. It's just picturesque. It was beautiful.
A lot of these fan run clubs like get together, don't they?
For so they arranged us. They sorted all the accommodation out for us to go over and play them. So we've gone over there to Salzburg in a hotel. At the bottom of our hotel, there was a shisha bar. So we're in fucking shisha bar. We've got a game the next day. So we're in this shisha bar, and Tom Greaves is like, right, not a messy one. 1 o'clock cut off tonight, lads. We've got to go to Salzburg's ground to meet all our fans, to say hello and everything, because all the fans have flew over. Couple of beers, but then 1 o'clock in bed. Right, no problem, mate. Got there, mate. I've never seen anything like it in my life. The fans were on table, the place is erupting. It was unreal. It's fucking mint. When you look at lower league teams, that's what it's all about. Fans, the passion. The fucking little guy with his banjo out, playing banjo.
What, banjo guitar or his...
the guitar. But got his banjo out. We're all singing FC United songs on tables, drinking beers. You're just playing with your beers. Next minute, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're in fucking shisha bar. One at lads, Luke Ashworth's DJ booth behind this fucking bar, mixing with his sunglasses on and a fucking tie around his head. I don't know where he got that from. Oh, mate, it was great. We went out next day. We trained the next morning first. 3 people pulled their hammies. And then we beat Salzburg. So it's a great day at the office. For me, personally, it's a great day, that. Fucking fan. And then we got to go out in Salzburg at the night time. We football. And it's always about, you're not performing. It's like, the fucking, for me, it was the crack of the togetherness of the
experience.
team. Christmas dues, fucking Stephen McPhee. I'd gone, obviously, the Blackpool, I'd been on loan at Blackpool, and we had a Christmas do in Newcastle, and I'd only been there about fucking 3 weeks, and very good friends with one of my best mates now, McPhee. And I didn't really know him because he was injured at the time, so obviously you don't really see the injured players, do you? I think I've walked past him twice in the corridor. So we got to Newcastle, and it's fancy dress. So he's dressed as Beetlejuice with this big fucking wig on, and I'm dressed as a McDonald's milkshake with a big fucking straw around my neck. So fucking steaming, just got a lighter here and fucking waving it near his wig. Could have gone up in flames, mate. I think a bit of it started and had to blow it out. So then he hated me after that. Jay hated me for about 3 years. But it was all fancy. It's just fucking the crack. All fancy dress. Mate, honestly, 3 years. About three or 4 years.
You didn't get on next day. No,
Yeah. About 3 or 4
years.
years. Hated me. Fucking hated me. But now we're like fucking best pals. But like that was a good one though. Like Christmas do, you had all around a big table, all in fancy dress, drinking games. So we're knocking all these drinks back. You had fucking this Geordie guy come over, and he must have known it was a football team, championship team, like the Newcastle were in champ. Fucking started banging the table. Tsunami. Just tipped the table up with drinks everywhere. Wrong move, mate. We had Graham Stacks on our team. Graham Stacks stands up, dressed as Amy Winehouse, big black wig on, fishnet stockings and kitten heels, stands at him, nuts him, and just goes out with his hair back out of his face. Next minute, the fucking place has erupted. All this guy's mates are kicking off. Everyone's scrapping. The police fucking turn up. We're all running down the road. Fucking Superman, Pink Panther. I look down the road, mate. Honestly, there's a transit van. And Marlon Brooms is getting thrown in the back of a transit van dressed as a fucking Mexican, but they couldn't get his sombrero in the back of the fucking van. Oh, it was crazy, mate, honestly. That's what you play football for.
And Brooms is quite quiet and all, isn't he? I thought Brooms would be like, oh,
Kept
no,
himself
no.
to himself. We all just scarpered, fucking back to the hotel, normal clothes on, back out. Apart from Brooms, he was in cell.
Did you ever run in with Chris Eubank Jr.?
It weren't really running, mate. He fucking did one, didn't he? Shit himself. I backed myself 100%. I vaguely remember a little bit of banter, me hammering a rascal shirt he had on. Other than that, I think he might have chirped up a bit, but I said to him, Google me, and he Googled me and thought, fuck that, I'm not messing with him. So, I'm off, mate. Yeah, I'm off, mate. Don't want to spar with him. No, I think it was just a bit of banter. It was nothing serious.
Thing is, football banter is different to any other banter.
Any other banter. Yeah. Football banter, you can't. Me and McPhee talk about this a lot. Imagine you had the banter a footballer has working in co-op. You get HR would be all over you, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You couldn't cut people, so it's fucking mental. You used to cut people's socks off. Young lads put the socks on, the fucking toes come out the end of it. Deep heat in the boxes. Put them in boot room and just leather them. It was great. But I missed all. It was even better. I missed all that as a YT. So it was just great.
Putting
for me.
deep heat in Janice's knickers in.
Can you?
Sitting in Betty's fucking...
Yeah. Oh.
sitting in Becky's packed lunchbox.
So talking about shitting, we had a little tour. We had a little mid-season trip. We'd been knocked out of one of the cups. It was at Stockport County at the time. The season we went up. So the gaffers, Jim Gannon's arranged a little game over in Dublin, over in Cork. So I think he's from like Cork way. So we went over to Cork. Fucking nothing to do there, by the way. So we've gone over. We've met at Manchester Airport about 7 in the morning. Fucking right on the beer out. We got Strongbowls.
Is Jim Gannon all right with this?
He's gone the day before to see
Right.
family. So there's Peter Ward's there. Ward is having a bit of a laugh and a crack with us. Fucking drinking a few beers. There's copper burgers and stuff in the airport. Then we're on plane. Fucking me and Adam Proudlock, he was a drinker. So me and Proudy are fucking supping, in cans of Stella. Like, Wardy! Down there, just fucking crack it on my head like a right bell end. So we've got to the hotel, everyone's got to check in, and me and Proudy have just dropped our bags fucking straight to bars on Guinness, just steaming. Fucking smash we were. Ordering drinks on Gannon's room and everything. So next day we've come down, banging head. Fucking Jim's calling me and who's been ordering drinks on my tab? I've gone, fuck. Sorry, Gaffer. I think that was me. I've got the rooms mixed up. Took one for the team. That was me, Gaffer. Fucking scoring goals, invincible. Weren't I? And then the next minute, the fitness coach just jumped up, and you had a shit in my kettle. Brownie had a brown look and got them to reception, got his room key, had a piss, had a shit in his kettle, and flicked it on and boiled it. It was bubbling out. His room fucking stunk. The lads were crying. Who's had a shit in my kettle? Oh, mate, honestly.
I could just see the scene. He weren't going to say out, but he thought, I'm going to have my bit here.
Yeah, it was fucking...
And by the way,
who's shouting on? Are we talking about disrespect? Who's shitting my kettle? Oh, mate, honestly, I didn't know he'd done it, though.
Thing is, it's dangerous, that, as well, because you fill kettle up with nozzle, don't you? You don't always open open it up.
No, I think the smell of the shit called water that bubbled out of it was a bit of a clue. Yeah. But we had some great
and
trips.
If we're airing everything, who's had a shit in my kettle?
It was great. Then even better, he didn't even play us. We'd only played the Resi players, so we just got to sit there, watch the game, and then we went out in Dublin after it. Fucking fantastic. Some great trips though.
Funny, man.
First pre-season, my first ever pre-season as a professional footballer, Ibiza.
Did you go to that tournament thing?
It was shite, mate. I think Carlisle went. There was us, Carlisle, another team, and some Spanish team. And I think we got knocked out in the first round. But it was fucking great night out. We had first night we got there, we just had to for a little walk and stuff. And then our first full night, the gaffer said, "Right, you can go out, but you back in for 12." Ibiza don't even open till fucking 1, does it? So like fucking belted, no drinking. So we've got to like Lineker's bar or something. And they're like, "Oh, free shots. Everyone gets a free shot every drink." So like we'll have 14 Diet Cokes, 4 beers, and then we had like 19 fucking Zambocas, 19 shots. So me, James Spencer, and Rob Clare were just pounding these fucking shots away. And we've stayed out a bit longer than fucking 12. Got in at 1. I'm thinking, fuck, yeah, bollocks here. Got in the foyer. Peter Ward sat there. Jim Gannon's gone to bed. Wardy sat there, 4 pints round him, pissed as a fart. "Hey, Dicko, get yourself a beer." So I've knelt down to get one. He went, "Fuck off there, mine, get your own." Oh, fuck you, right then, okay. So I've gone back out. We've got caught sneaking back out. Got to meet some bird. Got caught sneaking out off the goalkeeper coach and someone else, the kit man, I think. So my mates are over here. He's like, "I'm on it. I'm going to go and drop him something. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'll meet this bird on the beach. I'm in a fucking boat on the beach, fucking doing a bit. Fucking sat there like, rowing. The jacket. Playing drums. I'm playing drums. Playing drums on it. So I'm doing a bit.
I'm in a boat with a bird. I'm just rowing away. Roll your boat gently down the stream.
So as I've looked up, I've just seen the goalkeeper coach and the fucking and Richard Landon, the fucking kitman, walking down the strip looking for me. I think, fuck, so head down, finish off. Back to the room, he was fucking livid with me, Jim. Livid with me. It's like taking a number 10 shirt off there. Alfie's having it, Lafondra's having a 10 shirt. Yeah, not playing. Put me on the bench in the reserve in the game. Come off the bench, scored an hat-trick. Sorry, Jim. So then that was
Jim,
it.
I'll get the legs at edge.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Hey, it's pre-match that. So we've gone out that night. After the game was the night we were allowed out properly. So out in Ibiza, West End, steaming, coming next day, training session next day though. Get it, blow it all out of you in the fucking baking hot sun, doing figure of eights of a full pitch. Oh. Horrible.
Jim.
So Peter Ward, obviously, he was the assistant manager at the time. Jim's gone home. Jim's flew to Dublin to see his family again. So Wardy's in charge. Wardy has got the worst hangover ever. He's asleep on the physio bed when we get into the changing room. Stunk a bit. And he's like, "This is Alan Lord. He's going to take you today." This is Alan Lord. He's new on the staff and it's Alan Lord. He said Alan Lord 7 times in 4 minutes. We knew who he was. We knew Alan Lord is Alan Lord. That's it. So we went out, trained. Peter Ward just turned lights out in the changing room, just got his head down for a couple of hours. But honestly, what was one of the best fucking trips? Who takes someone to Ibiza in a pre-season? It's unheard of, isn't it?
Asking for trouble, aren't you?
Do you ever still speak to the Southend doctor?
Undr man. No. I think he's had his license taken off him.
That's my favourite impression we've had on that.
I think he's had his license taken off him. But yeah, it's fucking great time.
Despite it all, mate, it sounds like you enjoyed yourself.
I've had a great career. I had a great some great nights out, some great holidays. All in all, I just think for me, I come from nothing. I was a lad who played Salford Sunday League, and I got an opportunity to play it in a championship and to play at Wembley. And people say to me, you fucking wasted your career. What did I waste? I fucking grabbed it with both hands. I got a second opportunity and I fucking took it. And yeah, I didn't change who I was. I still come home. I still spent time with friends at home. I fucking worked hard on the training pitch. I worked hard in the nightclubs. I had a fucking great time.
Enjoyed it.
And I wouldn't change anything. I think maybe the only regret, like I said earlier about not signing another contract to Southend when injured, and a part of me wishes I would have given it another season at Derby under Clough. But in my headspace, I didn't want to be a club that treated players like that. And other than that, I don't have any regrets. Not even fucking weightlifting at unit. Not all superheroes wear capes. I'm going to tell you.
Brilliant, mate.
Yeah, top man, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming on, mate.
Thanks for the beers.